All right, this is one of those debates that actually makes sense because usually, when people compare two cards in eFootball, it's obvious who's better. But this one? Yeah, this one is different because we're talking about two Blitz curlers, two completely different playstyles, two completely different roles, but both of them can literally win you games on their own. So today, we're settling it once and for all. Wesley Sneijder versus Alessandro Del Piero. Blitz curler Sneijder versus Blitz curler Del Piero. Yet which one is actually the best? And yeah, we're not doing surface level analysis. We're going deep. Stats, playstyle, in-game performance, and most importantly, which one you should actually be using. Because I'm telling you right now, let's start with something very important. Because a lot of people already get this wrong. These two cards are not meant to be used the same way. Not even close. Sneijder is a creative playmaker. Del Piero is a goal poacher. So immediately, their entire purpose on the pitch is different. One is there to create and control. The other is there to finish and destroy. And that difference, it changes everything. Let's start from Sneijder, because this card, yeah, this is one of the most technical players you can use in the game. 96 ball control, 98 dribbling, 100 to tight possession. Yeah, read that again. 100 to tight possession. That already tells you everything. This is not just a good dribbler. This is a pressure-resistant player. This is the type of AMF where even if two defenders are pressing you, you're still calm, you're still turning, you're still finding space. And that's rare, especially in this game where pressure is crazy. Now combine that with 97 low pass, 92 lofted pass. Yeah, this guy is a complete playmaker. Short passes, perfect. Through balls, clean. Switching play, smooth. This is the type of player that makes your entire attack better, not just himself. Now let's talk about the Blitz curler itself. 90 curl, 96 kicking power. Now some people will look at this and say, wait, Del Piero has more curl, so he's better, right? Relax. Because Blitz curler is not just about curl. It's about how the player sets up the shot. And this is where Sneijder becomes dangerous. Because of his dribbling and tight possession, he can create the angle. He doesn't need space. He makes space. So even though his curl is 90, the quality of chances he creates for himself, insane. Now finishing, 87 finishing. This is where some people might complain. But honestly, for a creative playmaker, this is fine. Because you're not relying on him to be your main goal scorer, you're using him to assist and score occasionally. And when he does shoot, Blitz curler activates, and yeah, keepers are struggling. Speed and acceleration, 87. Speed, 89 acceleration. Not fast. But again, that's not his job. He's not running behind defenders. He's controlling the game in front of them. Now let's move to Del Piero, because this is where things get scary. First of all, goal poacher. So already, different mindset. This guy is not here to pass. He's here to finish. And when you look at the stats, yeah, it makes sense. 100 finishing 100. Curl 99, place kicking 95. Kicking power, yeah, this is not normal. This is literally a shooting machine. And here's the thing about Del Piero. He doesn't need to create perfect angles. If he gets half a chance, it's a goal. Because with 100 finishing and 100 curl, Blitz curler becomes broken. Like, actually broken. You shoot from the edge of the box. Keeper dives. Ball still goes in. It's that type of card. Now let's talk about movement. 92 offensive awareness. This is huge because unlike Sneijder, Del Piero is constantly making runs. He's always looking for space. So instead of waiting for the ball, he attacks the defense. And that's why he feels more dangerous immediately. Now pace. 93 speed, 95 acceleration. Yeah, he's fast. Not winger level, but for a striker, very good. So now imagine this. A fast goal poacher with 100 finishing, 100 curl. And Blitz curler, yeah, defenders are stressed. Now dribbling. 90 ball control, 88. Dribbling, 87, tight possession. This is solid. Not elite like Sneijder, but enough. He's not here to dance. He's here to shoot. Now let's talk about the real comparison, because this is where the debate gets serious. Blitz curler effectiveness. And I'm going to say something controversial. Del Piero has the more broken Blitz curler, but Sneijder has the more consistent Blitz curler. Let me explain. Del Piero, if he gets space, it's over. His shots are ridiculous. You don't even need perfect timing. You don't need perfect positioning. You just shoot, and it goes in. That's why he feels broken. But Sneijder is different. He doesn't rely on space. He creates it. So even in tight situations, he can still get a shot off. And because of that, he feels more reliable in build-up play. So basically, Del Piero equals explosive, deadly, unpredictable Sneijder equals controlled, creative, consistent. Now let's talk about in-game usage, because this is where you decide who's better for you. If you're someone who plays quick counter, direct football, fast attacks, you need Del Piero, no debate, because he fits that system perfectly. He runs, he gets the ball, he shoots, goal, simple. But if you're someone who plays possession, build-up, slow control, you need Sneijder. Because he connects everything. He creates chances, he controls tempo, and still gives you goals. Now let's talk about something important. Clutch moments. Because this is where top players are decided. Del Piero in clutch moments? Yeah, he's scary. One chance, one shot, goal. That's it. But Sneijder? He creates the clutch moment. He builds the attack, finds the pass, or creates space for himself. So instead of finishing the moment, he creates it. Now let's address the big question. Which one is actually better? And I'm going to be honest, there is no universal answer. Because it depends on your playstyle. But if we're talking purely about impact, who wins you more games directly? It's Del Piero. Because goals win games. And this guy scores goals easily. But if we're talking about overall gameplay, control, consistency, versatility, it's Sneijder. Because he affects everything. So here's the final breakdown. If you want a player that can single-handedly win games with goals, go for Del Piero. If you want a player that makes your entire team better, go for Sneijder. But wait, let me make it even clearer for you. If your team already has good attackers, pick Sneijder. If your team struggles to score, pick Del Piero. And that's the real answer. Because it's not about which card is better overall, it's about which card is better for your team. So yeah, Blitz Curler Sneijder versus Blitz Curler Del Piero. The debate? It's not about stats, it's about purpose. And now you know exactly which one fits you. If you enjoyed this breakdown, you already know what to do. Drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.